Lorena, and I am here today celebrating UniWig's 14-year anniversary. And so I am going to be showcasing 6 of their pieces. I am wearing one right now, but while I wait for you guys to hop on, I figured I'd introduce myself and just give you a little background on my wig wearing journey. So, as I mentioned, my name's Lorena. I'm in my 40s. I started wearing wigs 6 years ago in 2020. During the pandemic, I found the world of Instagram and saw so many beautiful ladies rocking the hair, and I had been looking for a hair loss solution for quite some time. You'll see my hair later on, but my hair is like thin, and I was always super self-conscious about it, and it caused me a lot of stress, anxiety, and it got worse after I had my kids. I went through postpartum hair loss, and that was just horrible. So I was so happy when I found the wig life. So I'll be showing some pieces. As I mentioned, if you have any questions, please feel free to engage because we're gonna be here for 2 hours. All right, so anyway, yeah, when I found UniWigs in 2020, and the thing that stood out the most about them was just how light their pieces were. Hi Cynthia, how are you? Because as you know, when you have fine thin hair, you are just self-conscious that everyone's gonna notice. So having a light density piece is definitely key to your journey. Hi Bryn, how are you doing? So if you're curious to the one that I am wearing right now, this is the Duchess. This is the Duchess 10 inches. This is part of their new, and I have notes because as I mentioned, I have 6 pieces that we'll be going through, and it was just a lot. So this is the Duchess in the color Natural Black with brown shades. And this is gonna be 130% density. Now, it has a little more volume than typical UniWig pieces, but the key feature of this collection is just the European hair. How shiny, natural. It has such beautiful movement in it. It's just a dream. I have it in a center part. That is how I wear most of my pieces because I'm just trying to keep up with the cool kids. So let me give you a quick 360. Now I have it styled straight. You could definitely, hi Sassy Cheddar from Minnesota. I have it styled straight, so you could add some waves to it. You could add tighter curls. You could do a lot of things. You can change the part if you're more of a right part, left part. You have all those options. And this style comes also in a 8-inch and a 14-inch. I tried the 14-inch and it also comes in different colors. I have it here. There's natural medium brown, latte veil brown, natural warm blonde, and silky sand blonde. So if you're more of a blonde, lighter brunette, there are options for you. So you have like a beautiful transparent lace front that I have left longer. And then, you know, when you start wearing wigs, I'll take off the cap in just a second. I think you're asking if it has a clip. I'll take off the cap in just a second to show you the inside. You see my hair, you can see it here. You can blend this in, like I could take it out so that if for some reason the wind blows, it's gonna blend better. My hair is a little longer. So, but just to give you some idea, some ladies will put like dark eyeshadow there to kind of, but you could cut the lace farther back. Let's see, is it glueless? Yes, this is a glueless wig, so absolutely no adhesive required. You can if you want for extra security, but I took this with me recently to Disney World. I went with my family. We went on the rides And I was just wearing a grip under, and I'll show you what I use. It's called a topper grip. And so basically this is under your wig, and it just provides friction that's gonna make sure that your wig stays in place. And so I went on roller coasters. I don't know if you guys have been to Disney, but I went on Tron with this one. Did really well. Sorry, I just noticed I have lipstick on my teeth. The one that I'm wearing is 10 inches long. And if I miss a question, please go ahead and ask it again, please, because as I mentioned, this is my first time doing a live with Uniwig. So thank you for being here. And let's see. Yeah, before I take it off, yeah, I just want to show you, even with the 10-inch, you could do like a cute little half up. And this is small. It runs from 21 inches to 21.5 inches. So you could do like a cute little half up. Really pretty. Okay, so let me take it off so you can see the inside of the cap. And as I mentioned, if you're just getting here, I started wearing wigs 6 years ago. My hair is fine. It's on the fine, thinner side. I am having so much fun with wigs now. So my platform is to normalize them. I see them as an accessory now. I love switching it up. And so, yeah, my hair is pretty similar to this color. So the inside of the cap, you're gonna have a comb at the nape. Hi, Stacy. You have adjusters for fit. So as I mentioned, this runs like 21 to 21.5. So if you want extra security or you want to loosen it up, all you do, because I've had ladies ask what these are for, it's like a little bra strap. You just unhook it and move it to like the tab of your preference. Let me show you what else this cap has. So we have a closed wefted cap. You have clips. Someone was asking about clips. Clips at the ear tabs. And so I usually, there's thread, they're sewn in. I don't like the clips because I don't use them. I don't have a purpose for them. With my wig grip, that's enough security for me. So I will just snip them out, because sometimes when you're putting on and taking off the wig, they kind of get stuck, and it's just, so it's very easy to snip them out with like a cuticle scissor or let's see. And then you have your lace top that you can part any direction that you want. You have the lace that runs from ear to ear. So let me see. I love your video, so helpful. Thank you, that means a lot. 6 years in, and sometimes I ask myself, am I really still here? But thank you. It just, normalizing wearing wigs and helping women feel confident about wearing them is truly, I feel, my purpose. So thank you so much. What are my head measurements? So I am 21 circumference. My front to nape is a little bit on the longer side. I want to say 13. And the ear to ear, my ear to ear is an 11.5. Hi, Jasmine. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So Stacy says, I think the cap size is the key to maintain its security, right? Can you show us how to measure the size correctly? Yes, I will show you that in just a bit. I have a measuring tape with me, so I will definitely go over how to take those measurements, because it's pretty easy. Okay, so hi, Tia. Okay, so the Duchess from Uniwigs. Again, this is available in 8 inches. This is 10 and 14 in different colors. You can press that link that's there and see all the options and take advantage and save 15% on this anniversary sale. Okay, so my next one is going to be a 12-inch, and it is a little bit of a lighter color. So this color is truffle brown, And as you can see, this density is really nice and light. This is gonna be 110% density. So you have, before I throw it on, again, that lace top that you can part any direction you want. I've gone ahead and trimmed the lace, the adjusters, the comb, and the clips. So let me put this one on. So this one also comes in different color. This is, as I mentioned, truffle brown. So can you see how light that density is? Okay, so someone's asking the natural black, the Duchess, the one that I just had on is, yes, the natural black with the brown shades. It's a beautiful color. You know, I typically don't use a ring light for my content, but since it's 9 p.m. where I am, I had to. But it's a really beautiful, rich black color. So if you like dark hair, this one's for you. So truffle brown is beautiful. So you have 12 inches. You have some layers starting at 7 inches. Now this is Burmese hair, which means that once you wash this piece, you see how it's like stick straight because I styled it that way. Again, these pieces, you can go ahead and add waves to them, add curls. You have all the options. Again, you can change that part too. Let me give you a 360 of this one. So yeah, it's really pretty, very light piece. The link is down there for you. So yeah, let's see what else. This is the size 21 to 21 and a half. I have lipstick on my teeth again. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I really wanted to wear a bright lip and now I'm struggling with lipstick on my teeth again. But what do we think of this one? Do you like the density? Do you like, this is 110. I don't think like anyone would be able to tell this is a wig because it's just so natural. We have this look so natural on you, right? Don't you think it looks natural? I think this is a great beginner piece because it's not gonna be overwhelming. That's the thing that we struggle with when we're starting to wear hair. Any amount of extra hair is gonna feel like a lot. And so I think this is a good beginner piece. Oh, thanks, Sassy Cheddar. I know, I can't. I'm like, why did I wear the pink? But thank you. You guys let me know also if you see lipstick on my teeth. Chrissy is asking, thank you, you're so pretty. How do you wear your real hair underneath? So I'll show you once I change to the next one, typically how I style my hair. Yeah, I agree. The 110 is really light. As I mentioned, ever since I started with Uniwigs, I appreciated how light density their wigs are. And so you have, you know, that lace front. And I will show you guys some tips and tricks. So I have 4 wigs and I have 2 toppers. Now, I don't know about you guys, if you're more topper or wigs. I started off wearing toppers, but I am a wig girl. I just find that wigs are just so much easier and convenient. So they're just throw on and go. Toppers require a little more work. And so I'm a mom of 2 and just the convenience behind wigs stole my heart. So let me go through some questions. Brown really suits you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a really pretty color. Can you get closer to the camera? So there's not a lot of highlights. It doesn't seem like a very dimensional color, but the next one that I'll be showing has highlights throughout. Hi, Robin. I'm gonna take a break and drink some water because I'm not used to talking so much. And if you're joining, as I mentioned, let me know, are you wearing wigs? Are you wearing toppers? Where are you watching from? So yeah, one of the tips that I will show is sometimes, you know, when I started off my wig journey in 2020, I went the silk top route because I thought that's what was gonna look the most natural. And so silk top is great because I am 5 feet tall. So I was also always worried that people were gonna be able to be looking over my head and we're going to be like looking at the lace. But even here with the ring light and everything, you have to be so close and looking for the lace to tell. But thankfully, there's things such as scar tape. I think I have some here. That you can put under the cap. Uniwigs, when you do, when you make your purchase, they typically send you like a piece of scar tape, and you just put that under the cap. I'll show it in a bit, and it gives that illusion of scalp because lace is so much less bulky than silk. And now there's skin top, which I have a skin top that's lighter. So okay, so you're watching from Tennessee. We got a topper fan. Okay, you're gonna have to wait a little bit for the toppers because I mentioned I'm a wig girl, so I was gonna start with, and then I was going from dark to lightest on my wigs. What does 110 mean? So 110, I'm referring to the density. That means how much hair is on the actual piece. So 110 is typically very light density, and then you have 120, 130 is more of the medium density, which I shared was the Duchess. So if you missed it, I'm not sure if you were here, this piece is, and if you guys want me to try back on another piece, I can. So I'll just go through them, and if you want to see something again or a color up close, just let me know. Okay, this is Remy human hair. This is 100% Remy human hair. So it is basically like the hair that's growing on your head. I mentioned this is a Burmese style, a Burmese hair. So what that means is when you wash it, it will most likely dry with some texture. But if you like this pin straight style, you just put some heat protectant on it and pass a straightener through it, and you have your sleek and straight style. So you wear wigs? Okay, hi, we got a wig wearer. Does the lace look as natural in real life? Yes. I mean, I have a ring light right there. I cut the lace, and the rule of thumb is basically to cut about a quarter of an inch, leave a quarter of an inch of lace. So that little by little, if it starts fraying, you can kind of trim it. But it is, you know, I have a darker complexion, so sometimes I struggle with lace, but this looks pretty good. So if you're more fair skin, you have more of an advantage because it'll blend great. And sometimes if the lace doesn't blend as well, because I have some synthetic pieces where maybe the lace is just, you just put a little bit of bronzer or of the powder that you wear, and it just blends perfectly. So let me see if I've missed any other questions. Jay Harding is from Malaysia, and she has a topper. All right, cool. So Kit says, I like this one, looks more natural. How can I buy this one in natural black? So you can click the link that's on the screen right now. Let me see if it comes in natural black. Yes. This one called, sorry, I didn't even say the name of it, I think. This is Signature Lavina. It comes in natural black with brown shades, which is basically this color that I was wearing. So let me just give you a comparison, because we have this color, this style comes in this color, and then this would be the second lighter color. Okay. All right, so I think before I move on to the next one, I want to show you that little trick that I said about just putting some scar tape, or you can even put some powder. What I use, let me show you. So I have like my eyeshadow palette from Naked. I'm sure a lot of you ladies have this from like 10 years ago because they last so long. So I'll grab like a slanted eyeshadow brush, and then I'll look for a color that's gonna resemble my scalp, and I'll just come in here and dab that in, and that just brightens it up. I usually use a spoolie brush to go back in there and kind of just, you know, blend it in a little better, but I don't have one with me right now. So that is one way you can brighten up your part line. The next one, as I mentioned, Uniwigs will typically send you a piece of scar tape. I don't have the one that they send handy. And again, because of my darker complexion, I use something called 3mm tape that I find on Amazon. And you just get a little strip. And I think for me, I struggled. I started wearing wigs in 2020. And everyone's like, put scar tape under your wig so that it looks more natural, more gives that scalp appearance. And I could not get it to work, because I felt like the transition from the lace to the scar tape was so obvious. And it took me a while, but I will say the game changer was using scallop scissors. Have you guys ever seen these? So it creates like little ridges on the tape. So you know what, I'm gonna put it here under the touches, and then I'll throw this one back on. So it creates little ridges, so when you go to put it on, it's not that blunt line and it's not as obvious. So let's see. Let me show you how it looks first without the scar tape. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it under. So I put it under, and do you see like it has more of that scalp appearance? Your English is so nice, thank you. Do you adjust the part line when you wear wig? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. So if you want to follow up, I don't know if I change the part line. Okay, so let me throw this one on. And you could also, if you want to brighten it up even more, come in here and put some powder. Let me show you. See if I missed any questions. Do you ever use scar tape? Yep, that's what I'm trying to show you right now. So, and there's all different kind of scar tapes. Like I said, the key is finding one that matches your scalp color. Again, the one that Uniwig sends is good, but I guess I'm just so used to wearing the one that I found a couple years ago, and so that's why I gravitate towards that one. So let's see. So do you see how that brightens up the part line? So definitely something that if you're new to wearing wigs and you're feeling self-conscious, you could play around with. So are we liking the darker or the lighter color? Wait, this is a wig. I had no idea. Yes, wigs have come so far, right? That's what I try to share on social media. I think a lot of women are terrified to try wigs because they think that they look very wiggy. And the fortunate part for us is that they've come such a long way. And Like this one, the density is so nice and natural. You would never know that you're wearing a wig. So many ladies out there are wearing wigs, you just don't know. Okay, so hi Vero. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thank you for keeping me company, and again, keep chatting with me. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the third piece that is a lighter color. So let me just get myself organized. Oh look, I do have it. This is the piece of scar tape that Uniwig sends. So with your purchase, you will most likely get a piece of scar tape. What I shared with you that was game changing for me were the scallop scissors, cutting it, because it just makes it, you don't have that blunt line. Okay, so let me put this away. You like the lighter, Lisa? Yeah, I started off in 2021, I got married, and I got married with a wig around this color. But now my favorite is like the balayage, a dark root. I definitely need a dark root on my pieces, but I like the very dimensional brunette pieces. So let me get some water before we move on to the next one. I have, for the last wig, I have a blonde. So if you want to see me in a blonde, you'll have to stay tuned and watch that. It's gonna be interesting. What's my favorite wig color? So I was just sharing that I really do enjoy the dimensional brunettes, like the dark roux with some balayage color. I know Uniwigs has one, I think it's called Sophia. It's beautiful, gorgeous. There's so many options these days. And that's the issue once you start wearing wigs and start feeling confident in them, that it becomes a little bit of an addiction. So just, you know, be careful with that. Someone says, just came on. What are you wearing and what color is it? Okay, so this one is going to be the Duchess. This is part of Uniwig's Heritage European Hair Collection. So this is 10 inches long. Yeah, you know, if I had to pick between color-wise, I like the darker one better than the truffle brown, especially with the lip combo. Let me see, when did you start wearing wigs? So I started wearing wigs in 2020, and I think part of what made it so much easier for me to start wearing wigs was that it was during COVID. So I wasn't really going anywhere. And so that's a good tip if you're starting off. You want to start wearing the hair around your house. You want to get comfortable seeing yourself with the extra hair, because as we mentioned, wearing it at first, it's gonna be like a little bit of a shock because you're just so used to seeing your fine thin hair. But then you graduate and you do little trips to the grocery store to get the mail, and it just becomes easier. And I think part of what made it easier for me was I decided to tell everyone. I said, I'm gonna start wearing wigs. This is what this is what I'm gonna do. And so I didn't get funny looks or questions or have people wondering. I know a lot of times ladies get stuck in their heads like everyone's gonna notice, everyone's gonna know. But in reality, we know that people have more important things going on in their day-to-day, and your hair is not one of them. We think that everyone, you know, is so invested in our hair, but actually they're not. They don't care. So anyway, okay, so I am going to move on to, let me give you this last look. If you're just tuning in, this is the Duchess in the color natural black with brown shades, and the length is 10 inches. Again, if you want me to try something on, I can definitely come back. Michael says, I feel like short hair really suits you. Thank you. So funny enough, this is how I used to wear my hair before I started wearing wigs. So I have fine thin hair, so I would keep it short. But the amount of time that I spent blow drying it, I would put fibers in there, rollers, those huge Velcro rollers to try to get volume. It wasn't worth it. And I live in Miami and Florida where the humidity is off the chain. And so as soon as I would step outside, it was just a mess. So yes, this reminds me a lot of how I used to wear my hair before I started wearing wigs. And so I think that's why now with wigs, I gravitate towards the longer ones, because I wore my hair this way for so long. And so I'm gonna go back and answer some questions. Uniwigs is here, and there might be some questions that I don't know, so they'll help me and chime in. Like I see, do you ship in Philippines? I'm pretty sure they do, but I will let them answer that one. It says, hi, what wig I can choose the cap size? Last time the cap was too big. Yeah, so with these that I am showing you, they're typically, I want to say most of them are small. So you have to go into the listing of the wig and make sure that it's going to be a size that fits for you. And you know what? Now that you're talking about sizes, I'll take this one off and I'll show you how you can measure your head and what are the 3 most important measurements to make sure that you get your size right. What color is the Duchess? So this one that I'm wearing is natural black with the brown shades. How hot does it get in your wig in Miami? So honestly, in the summer, it's really, as I mentioned, I wore the Duchess to Disney World a couple weeks ago, and I was fine. You know, it's like an extra hat, and yes, it's gonna be hotter than, you know, not being in a wig, but for me, it's worth it. Like, it takes away stress. It lets me be more present with my family. So it's a lace top, it's short. I definitely go shorter in the summer here. And yeah, I think that I went to the beach today actually. And I wasn't wearing this one, but I was wearing a short synthetic wig because, you know, human hair is quite an investment and you want to make sure that you take care of it. And so when I am going to the beach or I'm going to be outside where I know the sun, there's elements, I will opt for my synthetic pieces because you want to make sure that you take care of your investment. So, okay, let me show you how you measure your head for a wig. So you're going to want a flexible measuring tape. Some people will try with, you know, what do you call it? What you use for construction, and you can't do that because it's got to be bendy. It's got to go around. So let me take off the touches and show you how you can measure your head to make sure that your size, you can find out your size. So I'll put the touches away for now. Okay, and someone was asking how I style my hair. So I usually put it in a low pony and then I pin it flat with this beret. And then I put my topper grip on top of that. So the first one, the most important one, I would say, is your circumference. So you want to take it under your nape. Actually, let me tie my hair a little better. Is the cap, okay, hold on. Do you usually wear a wig grip or a wig cap? I wear a topper grip, and let me show you what that is. I have it here. It's a lot slimmer, personally, to me than a wig grip, and it serves the same function. So there's a lot less material and there's less bulk under your wig. So for me, that's more comfortable. Is the cap itchy? I don't think the cap is itchy at all, but if you have a sensitive scalp, there are like bamboo lined wig grips that you can put on, and that definitely helps if you have a sensitive scalp. You look absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so nice. Okay, so yeah, we will get from the nape. So I'm at like a 21 and a quarter. The next measurement is your ear to ear. So you usually start like right where if you were wearing sunglasses or eyeglasses would rest. And I'm like an 11 and a quarter, I would say. And the next one is your front to nape. So you go to the front, all the way to the back. You tilt your head kind of where you feel that occipital bone, and that will give you your front to nape measurement. And you're usually gonna fall in a small, medium, or large. Most ladies fall between like that 21 and a half. So that's why that kind of starts the medium size. So yeah, any other questions? Let me see if I missed any. No, I think I'm caught up. Yeah. The one that I didn't know was if they ship to the Philippines, but okay. So let me move on with my notes. Okay, so here we have jade. Jade is a beautiful 16-inch piece. This is lighter. I said we're going from dark to light, so this is gonna be, well, the clips or wig cap pull on your natural hair. So if you mean these clips that are in there, some ladies will snap them on. I can't tell you that because I don't really use them, but the wig cap doesn't pull on your natural hair. And let me just comment on this. So I started wearing wigs in 2020, and I was really, at that point, my hair was very thin, and I feel that wearing wigs, I don't wear wigs full time. So if I'm here at home, I'm in my hair like in a Bessie bun like this. But if I'm going out, if I'm going to a nice event, my wigs are always coming with me. And so what I noticed once I started wearing wigs was that I stopped stressing out about my hair. I stopped being so worried because I knew that if I needed to have nice hair, it was just a wig away. Whereas before, when I didn't wear wigs, I didn't know that there was an option or a solution. And I think that was kind of the despair that had me so stressed out. So I feel my hair looks healthier now that I wear wigs. I'm also not coloring it. I'm not heat treating it. And again, the stress component is out of the equation. So I feel that's helped my hair. Again, if you have medical conditions or anything of that nature, that might be different. But that's just been my experience. Hey, Yama, how are you? Thanks for joining. So this is gonna be jade in 16 inches, and the color is moose brown. It is gonna be another 110% density. So you ladies that liked the Lavinia, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's gonna be similar, but longer. So again, you have your adjusters, you have your nape here, a comb at the nape. I don't typically use that comb. Do you wig wearers use the nape comb? This is also something that I'll typically either not use or I'll snip off because I just don't use it. I know a lot of ladies swear by this. It helps them anchor the wig better, but for me, I'm just not. I don't use that. So you have your clothes wefted here. You have your ear-to-ear lace front. You have your clips at the ear tabs, and then you have your lace top. So let's put this one on. Thank you, Yomo. You're so sweet, and you're gonna do amazing too in your karaoke soon. I can't wait to hear all about it. All right, so let's throw this on. So this one, as you notice, the other two were kind of styled straight. I put a little bit of waves in this one. What do we think of the color? As I mentioned, this is a lighter color. This is the color Moose Brown. So you have those dimensional highlights throughout. Let me give you a 360. Yeah, so it's a pretty color. The density, look at this, how nice and light it is, because I think someone was asking if this wig is breathable for summer. Lace is definitely the most breathable for summer. But again, if you're wearing something this length in the summer, I would recommend you might want to do like a cute claw clip and put it down so that you don't have that hair on your neck, on your shoulders, because we know that, especially Dee knows here, hey Dee, how hot it can get here. And Dee, I need you to let me know if I have lipstick on my teeth, because it's happened a couple times. Love this one. Can you show the highlights? Yes, here are the highlights. Now, if you don't love the, trying to see, you see how the highlights, I see a roux. I can't tell if it's the ring light, but if you have a highlight that starts right at the root and you don't like it, you can use a little bit of root powder or a dark eyeshadow and kind of give yourself that root, because I liked the lived-in highlight look. But let's see. He almost says, love that color on you. Thank you, friends. Yeah, that's the beauty of wigs, right? We can change up our color anytime we like it. So this is the color Moose Brown. This is Burmese hair again. So once you wash it, it's going to most likely dry with a wavy texture. Which I just saw Robin, she did a live a couple weeks ago and she washed her, I'm not sure if it's this exact style, but it looks so pretty. It's like that beachy Shakira hair. But if you like it sleek and straight, you can definitely come with a straightener and wash and you know, put in the waves or straighten it. Is this a new color on Jade? Uniwigs, you can help me. I know that there's other colors available. I don't know if this is a new one per se, but it also comes in natural black, truffle brown, vanilla butter brown, soft dust ash brown. And so Jade is also available in the lace front cap, which is the one I'm wearing, or in Uniwig's Pure Fit Grip Cap. So let me see if I missed any. I think I mentioned, right? This is Moose Brown. Do you have anything with bangs? So today I don't, but you could go if you have a stylist. It's very easy to cut bangs into any piece, honestly. It's just like your own hair. So that's something that a stylist can do for you if you have, you know, someone comfortable working with alternative hair. How many inches are you wearing? So this is 16 inches and you'll see the link below. It says Jade down there. This is the wig name. Dee says, I love Uniwig's Burmese hair. You too? Yeah, I mean, I think that it's different. It's perfect for us Latinas too, right, Dee? Because it just reminds us of that island hair. You have Jade and she has beautiful curls. Oh, Dee, what color do you have Jade in? That's right. And Jade is the name of your granddaughter, so it is super special. Okay. So let's see. let me show you again, if you missed it, how easy it is to kind of just, I think the part line looks good, but sometimes since we have dark hair under, we want to brighten up that part line. So if you missed it, let me show you how simple that is. I get an angled brush and I look for an eyeshadow that is similar to my scalp color. And I just mix them together. Michelle, hi, you're so sweet. So I have some friends that joined me today because I was asking for moral support, and I appreciate you ladies being here on a Sunday, just popping in and saying hi. That really means a lot to me. So I love you ladies. Thanks so much. Hey Paula. All right, so what was I doing? I was getting the eyeshadow that matches my scalp color, and I'll show you how easy it is to just come in here. And again, I mentioned I usually have like a spoolie brush to blend it. I missed that. I don't have it handy, but you can kind of get the idea. So yeah, you have some layers here, which I love, because again, when you do those updos, I always love having those little tendrils at the side. But yeah, when you get a wig, I think a common mistake that ladies think is just that they have to wear it like this and that's their only option. But as you get more comfortable and have inspo, it's basically like your hair. So you could pull it in a half up, in a ponytail. You could do little braids in here. You have all those options. So Michelle, the next color I have is a blonde. So you're gonna like that one. But I think, yeah, that's the only blonde, because the blonde, I'm scared to put that on. Oh my goodness, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine because it might work for you. Someone said fuzzy orange. I just did the Robin trick on my Airy Elegance today in dusty ash brown like hers, and it's gorgeous. Like, are you talking about how the hair air dried, the Burmese hair? Because I don't know if that's the one that I was referring to, but it looked beautiful. Dusty ash brown in the jade. Oh, I don't have that. I don't have dusty ash brown either. I'm sorry, but maybe Uniwigs can let you know if someone did a live, because they've been doing quite a lot. Someone else showed it in that color, because I'm more of like a warm brunette girl. But sorry, Michelle. Oh, yes, with curl cream. Ooh, okay, I love that. I might have to try that, because I do have that hold on, I do have the Airy. Do I have the Airy Elegance? I have two toppers today. One is a skin top, and no, the one I have is the Breeze ponytail topper. And I'm gonna tell you, I like put it on before this, and I was like, because as I mentioned, I'm a wig girl, and always will be, because they're just a lot more practical. But love the options that you can't get a ponytail like you can with a topper on. So it's just, what do you like? Okay, any other questions? Let me know. But before I take this one off and put on a blonde, I'm gonna give you details again. This is jade, 16 inches, 120% density. This size fits small to medium. So if you're in that 21.25 to 21.75, this one's for you. Okay. And so I don't know if I mentioned this one. It's also available in this is the lace front and the pure fake grip cap. Okay, are you ready to see what color I'm gonna try on? I have it here. So this is a pony wig. This is blonde, Michelle. What color is this? So this is a style Delphine, and this is the color Vanilla Butter Blonde. And this is a ponytail wig. have you ladies tried a pony wig before? If so, do you like it? I've tried pony wigs before and I love them. I also like that you can wear it down. I wear my pony wig down sometimes, or even in a half up. Now I'll show you the wefts on the pony wig are sewn in a circular direction so that you can achieve more of that high pony or messy bun. And ladies get really creative with this one, so you have a lot of options. Did you curl this yourself? I did curl these pieces. I curled this one, it came straight. I put some waves in her because when the hair gets longer, I like the waves. I just, when it's short, I like the sleek and straight look, but once you get longer, I like that beachy, relaxed waves. So someone said, I just came on, not sure if you mentioned it. What is the price of this one? Oh, Uniwigs, can you help us with the price for the jade? Because I will put Delphine on in just a second, but they'll be able to, yeah, that's how I feel, Michelle, with Delphine and this color. There's no root, but there is, let's see. No, I don't think. But I'm gonna throw her on. I'll take this one off. Hang it up, and as I mentioned, if you're just joining and want to see something again, just let me know. I'm looking for my little, what did I do with it? Don't know. But okay, so let me show you how I style my hair, because I'm gonna need to style this one for hi from Australia. I'm waiting for my first topper to arrive in the mail. I ordered the breeze in soft dusty ash brown. So I'm so excited for you, Kimmy, because I had never seen that topper before, and as I mentioned, I was playing around with it and I was very impressed, honestly. I'm excited for you. It's very light, it's beautiful, and you'll be able to do up to so effortlessly. So very, very excited for you. Okay, so like I said, pin my hair back like that. My topper grip. Okay. Okay, so Uniwigs is saying the price is changing depending on different colors. And like, yeah, I think, I forgot who asked that question, but she was asking about jade. And even if you go to Uniwigs website and just search jade, you'll be able to see there. And you can save 15% off on their anniversary sale. Okay, so let me put Delphine on. Ready? So, oh, I showed you the inside of the cap. There's also a comb at the nape. So this is gonna be 130% density. It's 20 inches long. What do we think of me as a blonde? Hold on, I wish I could see, because I think this runs, it's available in 2 sizes. So you have a small and you also have a medium. So from my experience, pony wigs tend to run a little, it's hard because you can kind of see some of my dark hair peeking out there. They tend to run a little bit, hold on, I'm struggling with this one, guys. Do you have anything in drum roll? Yeah, but I'm struggling here, D. Do I have anything in truffle brown versus espresso? So the toppers I have, yes, I think are gonna be in espresso brown and truffle brown. So those will be the last 2 pieces that I try on. So stick around. Okay, so what do we think? Let me show you. I can't see the back, guys. Does this look okay? I can't see what's going on back there. It feels a little smaller on me. You're a great blonde. Oh my gosh, thank you. So the funny part is that I have been trying blondes, but as Michelle said, like I need a dark root. Because with my dark eyebrows, this looks very different. But I do love the layers. Someone mentioned that she likes the layers on this style. I do agree. And so, yeah, I don't know. You guys didn't tell me. Does it look okay back there? Can you get the idea of the pony wig? Because I'm about to take it off to show you how it looks down and a half up. I was just saying that I don't use the nape comb, but I'm trying to use the nape comb on this one because... All right, let's take it down. What size is this? I missed it. Also try, yes, I will try that. This, I believe, I usually get sent the size small. So this is gonna be a small. But you have that lace front there that's been trimmed. Whew, this looks so different. But look at the density, it's beautiful. It's 130, but it doesn't feel very heavy. I think it's just the perfect right amount of hair. So let me give you a 360 and show you what it looks like when you wear it down. And if you're not a blonde, I know Uniwigs definitely has other pony wigs in brunettes, because I can't think of the one that I reviewed quite some time ago, but it was beautiful and it was a brunette. So it looks beautiful. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a really pretty style. So even you could do a half up. You could do like a messy bun back there. But again, with the right tools and the right, like, I don't know, if I could see myself better, you can probably achieve that higher up ponytail that I've seen quite a few ladies do, or that messy bun. But yeah, so let me see. Any other questions on this one? I feel like I should wear it for a little bit because it's just so different. If you need to see anything before I move on to the toppers, let me know, because these are the 4 wigs. We showed you the Duchess, 10 inches. The messy bun look would be so pretty, I know. Maybe I'll try. I'll have time later and I'll try. I have my mannequin head here. I'll try doing it on there and then putting it on. But for some reason, I'm kind of struggling with this one. But the pony wigs with these face framing layers, again, I feel when you wear the hair up, this just looks so romantic and natural. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, so we went over the Duchess natural black with brown shades. We went over, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this name. This is Lavinia. And what color was this? I'll have to refer to my notes. And we have Jade, which was mousse brown. So I want to say this one was truffle brown. Uniwigs, you can correct me if but okay. So I'm gonna move on to the toppers. We made it to the 1 hour mark. Okay, not like I'm watching the clock. And please, if you have any questions, send them my way. I know there were a few topper wears, and so I'm gonna get to those. Let me get some water really quick. Anyone, if you want to share what you think it was espresso brown, you're probably right. There's so many browns right now, and I don't know about you guys, I'm a type B, so when it came to preparing for this, I said I was gonna wing it so that I wouldn't be so stressed out. But here we are. Here we are. So I think you're right. It was probably espresso brown. I'll check right now. I have a question, Fuzzy Orange. Do you wear wigs? Are you wearing wigs? Do you have any uni wig pieces? So here it says, can't find the color. So much for being prepared and having notes. It was truffle brown. Signature Lavina, the 12-inch is in truffle brown. Okay. All right, so now you're doing great. Thank you. We're gonna move on to a closed lace topper. So let me show you, not you. It's gonna be 14 inches long because my bio hair, as you'll see now, has, Annette was saying grab more hair from the bottom. Do you mean like with a pony wig? I'm gonna try, once we get through the toppers, I'm gonna try to do a messy bun. I might have to step away to get some materials, but we'll see. Okay, so this is Breezy Ponytail Topper, 14 inches. This is an 8.5 by 9 base size. And so you'll see this is a closed lace topper. And you have, how many clips do we have here? 1, 2, you have 4 clips. And you have this lace area that you can go ahead and part. If you're a right part, left part, middle part, I'm gonna keep it as it came. So let's take poor Dulcine off. I'm sorry, I feel I did not do her justice, but I feel the blonde threw me off. We'll play with her a little later. Okay, so, oh, I'm sorry, you were right, that's fine. Thank you for helping. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you. Are these curls from your own styling? The ones that I had, yes. So whatever curls you see, I went ahead and styled today. And let me give you a tip. I struggled with making waves for so long. I just could not. And so I got a beach waver. And that has just been a game changer because basically it's just a tool that you get. You wrap the hair, you put a piece of hair in and it wraps it in for you, and then you just hold it a couple seconds and then you're done. So I would definitely recommend you looking, if you're struggling with the waves, the curls, there's a lot of gadgets out there now that make it a lot easier. All right, so what's the difference between a topper and a wig? That's a great question. So a topper, this base size, they come in different base sizes. Now this is a pretty big base size. So it's like kind of a half wig, 3/4 of a wig, but as you can see, this you clip into your hair. So they're usually referred to as crown extensions, whereas a wig, it goes over your whole head. It goes over your whole head. So it's like a cap, if that makes sense. Like I mentioned, I started off as a topper girl. Toppers are a lot lighter. They're a lot easier to put into ponytails. For some ladies, psychologically, it feels more normal because you're not wearing a full wig. You're just clipping things into your hair. So there's pros and there's perks to both. So you gotta try what works for you. Okay, so let's put this one on. So as you can see, like I have my hair thinning is here and in the back. This is the longest I've had my hair for a while, and honestly I've thought about going to cut it, but I just don't want to pay to get it cut. So I've thought about just getting scissors and chopping it off, but when I'm at home, I really enjoy wearing that messy bun, which looks ridiculous, but that's what I'm wearing most of the time when I'm at home. So some ladies wear this right at the hairline. That's what I'm gonna do today, because another part that stressed me out about toppers was the blending. Some ladies like to blend it with a closed topper. You can wear it right at the front. I really like how flat this one sits. I mean, toppers have come such a long way. Oh, thank you. That's really nice. So let me get those clipped in. And then the other thing that kind of, as I mentioned, I'm a mom of two, and I just don't want to be styling my own hair. With toppers, you gotta kind of style your own hair, especially when there's such light density like this, so that it blends better and looks very natural. But do you see how flat that is? It looks really natural. This is the color, I don't know if I mentioned espresso brown. Someone wanted to see espresso brown, and let me show you before. Someone was also asking about the color truffle brown. So let me just show you truffle brown compared to espresso brown. Truffle is gonna be a lot lighter, a lot warmer. So yeah. And how do you know which density to buy? I mean, it's really a matter of natural preferences. When I started wearing toppers, I liked it to have more hair, so a little bit of a higher density, because that meant I had to do less work on my hair. So when you have lighter density, look at these beautiful layers it has here. You just gotta put a little more work into your hair, and you can change the part length. The other thing about toppers that I love is just the ear tuck, how effortless it is. You know, I have a smaller ear to ear measurement, so sometimes with my wig I struggle a lot, and so with toppers I don't, and it's just so nice to have your ears free. So let me see, because I might have missed some questions. Yeah, so this topper, the density is 120%. The other one that I'll be showing you is 110, so you can kind of see, gauge. So again, if you're just starting off and you're okay with putting work into your hair, because I feel if you're gonna get a topper, that's the expectation that you're gonna put work into your hair, I would go the lighter density, because as I mentioned before, even a little more hair is gonna feel overwhelming at the beginning. So I would probably steer you in the way of the lighter density one. Let's see, the density that I have, yes, this is 120. That's 120. While the blending, so I haven't blended this actually. It's sitting right at the top of my hairline, which is pretty amazing. It's really flat, and so that's why I'm telling you, when I tried this one on before the live, I was like, whoa, I could really get this behind. And like, you will see my hair, and some ladies will say that hair topper is probably gonna be too big of a base for you, but in actuality, I prefer it because it gives me more coverage. And so I don't think I gave you a 360. Let me go ahead and give you a 360. Okay, so someone says, it looks like your real hair. Did you do any preparation before wearing it? So I straightened it. It came in a package, and as we know, when hair travels from far away, it usually comes with box hair. And so I just took it out, put some heat protectant on it. This is my hair. I don't think it's as sleek and straight as the topper, but yeah, just with a straightening iron, that's all I had to do. So That's pretty simple. How many inches is this one? So this is 14 inches. This topper also comes in 12 and 16 inches. And the layers here start at 7 inches. And so this is Burmese hair. So someone was mentioning that I said Robin did a live a couple weeks ago and it was Burmese hair, and she showed how to style it using some curl cream, and it has this beautiful texture when you air dry it. So also a possibility if you like more of that curly wavy pattern. If not, you just straighten it after you wash it and it'll look like this. Is that Chinese hair? I believe that this is Chinese hair. Uniwix, you can confirm. But let me show you just how easy. Okay, I also have some accessories here that I wanted to show you, because as I mentioned, sometimes ladies think that this is the only way they can wear their hair. No, you can definitely accessorize. And before wearing wigs and toppers, I did not dare put an accessory on my hair because I did not want to call any extra attention to it, because that's the last thing you want when you're so self-conscious about your hair. But now that I wear wigs and toppers, I can have all the fun. So I have like a thing here full of accessories, and it's just the best. It literally is life-changing. I tell women all the time that taking the leap to wearing alternative hair was one of the best things I ever did, not only for my mental health, but also it was the best thing I could do for my family, because before that I wasn't as present as I am now, because I was always in my head worried, concerned about my hair. And it could be as simple as just getting like, who would know if I was out in the street right now? Please, I want to hear, please answer. Like, who would know that this is a topper? I don't think anyone would know. So ladies, if you're on the fence, please take the leap. I promise you it'll change your life. And there's a huge community of support out there in social media. If you need extra support, it's just, again, as I mentioned, life-changing. So I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna try to put this one up because, oh, I think I missed a question. Someone said something about a halo wire, I think. Let me see if I can scroll. What is the name of this wig style? No, so this is a topper. This is the 8.5 by 9. The link is there on the screen. So it's a topper. So basically you just clip it into your hair. And this is the color espresso brown. So let me show you how easy, if I can find a ponytail around here. This one, it is to just get up. What is the name of your topper you have on now? Yes, I think I answered that. Which is better, lace front or closed lace? This one is lace close that you're wearing. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with toppers. Personally, I would say closed lace is best, because with the other lace, you might have to use some adhesive to get it to lay flat. Whereas with a closed lace, like here, I'll show you. You don't need any adhesive at all. And again, if you like blending, you could blend it with your own hair. So let me try to put this up. As I mentioned, look at that ear tuck. Look at how natural that looks. I haven't even put, let me put some on if you're just tuning in. But I feel it doesn't need it. Just a little bit of eyeshadow to brighten up that part line. Okay, I answered that one. Can you flip this wig on a side part to see how it looks and how it... This is a topper. I don't think that I have the tools to do that, but honestly, it's really easy. All you do is you get like a spray bottle, you wet this top portion, dampen it, and then you put the part to where you want it to go, and with a blow dryer, you just train the hair. You dry it and it'll be trained to sit in the direction that you want it to be. Can you change the part? Yes, you totally can change the part on this if you're right part, left part. And I'm seeing on the link that this costs $478. All right, so let me show you again. If you're just tuning in or want to see how easy it is to brighten up that part line. Look at that. And so same thing, messy bun with this, claw clip back there. Perfect for the summer. I might have to add this one to my collection, honestly, because as I mentioned, I am mostly a wig girl, but this is perfect for right now because it is so hot out there. Can you show some without middle part? I don't think I have. The last one that I have to show is around here somewhere. But could you show us the back? Yes, 1 second. Okay, let me make sure I'm keeping up with the questions. Kids, the one that I'm wearing now is closed lace. Yes, you don't need to cut the front. It comes like this. You just put it on and go. Let me see what else. I'll show the back now. I don't even remember if I showed the back. Oh, there's a lot of questions. Do you have a curly one? So as I mentioned, this is Burmese hair. So once it dries, it's gonna have a wave. You could use some product to get the waves to be tighter and have it be curly. So definitely an option. Let me just make sure. Can you please show the hair building fibers? I don't have those, but yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have any hair building fibers, but I know some ladies will use it when they're blending their hair, but I don't have that right now. Sorry, Sassy Cheddar. Okay, so I think I'm up to date on that. It looks great on you. I'm liking it. So let me find the last one that I have for you guys. 1 second. So this one is going to be the Aura. I believe it's 7.5. Let me check my notes. 7.5 by 7.5 skin top. So I'll show you the inside. Oops, I even forgot to take off the tag. This is a skin top, so kind of similar to silk top. As you can see, that is a scalp. So when I mentioned very early in this live that I am 5 feet tall, and so when I started wearing alternative hair, I needed to go silk top because I was worried that everyone was going to be staring down at my hair and notice the grids from the lace. This was before I knew about skirt tape and all that stuff, and so I went silk top. But this skin top, if you want that scalp like appearance, is a great option, and it's lighter, less bulky than your traditional silk top. All right, so let's see. Could you show us how you put it on? Do you have a 12-inch to show? So I have a 12-inch wig I can show you, but I do not have a 12-inch topper because my hair is at 14 inches. And that's another tip. They usually recommend that when you get your topper, you get it about an inch longer than your own hair. So a 12-inch on me would look a little strange, so sorry, but I can throw on the 12-inch wig I have if you want to see it. So I'll show you how to put this one on again. So skin tops, I feel, look best blended. I'm gonna wear it at the front. You have both options. Like I said, I am not a fan of blending. It takes a little too much time. Topper queens, they have perfected their blend into maybe seconds or minutes. But for me, it was like, wigs are just so much easier to throw on and go. And that's why I've kind of stuck to the wig route. But as you saw, toppers are so much lighter, and that ear tuck is so money. Okay, so this is 14 inches. I believe this one is 110% density. And the color on this one is, one second please, truffle brown. So I was showing them earlier, espresso brown, truffle brown. Truffle brown's gonna be a lot lighter and warmer. Okay, so this is going to, do I use the halo wire? I knew I had seen that question. Okay, I do not use the halo wire. Again, please keep in mind I am a wig girl, wig woman. And so I don't use the halo wire, but it does come with your topper. It does come. So you have a comb here at the front, which I said I'll put on. Actually, let me snip off this tag so that you can get the full. Yeah, and please, I knew I had missed that question. If I miss any more questions, please just repeat them. I forgot to eat dinner and I feel like I'm gonna pass out right now. So, okay, let's show you how we put this on. Hello. This one might be a bit of a side part. I think someone was asking, and just to show you guys, so you just scoop the hair under the clip, you scoop it, and you clip it in. And you scoop it, and you clip it in. And you scoop it, and you clip it in. And so you see that scalp appearance right there. What do we think? Do you like the skin top or the close lace better? Again, same thing here. Very easy ear tuck. I'm gonna give you a 360. I think I missed a clip back here. Yep. And if someone was asking about bangs earlier, this skin top is a great one to cut bangs into because you don't have to worry about blending. And I just feel like that is the most perfect. No one would know that you're wearing a piece. You like the side part? I wore with my bio hair, as you saw, it's thinning in the middle. So when I used to wear my hair short, I would do like that comb over of the side part. And so once I started wearing wigs, I was like, I'm going to live my best middle part life. And so that's why I mostly stick to the middle parts. But again, super easy to accessorize. This doesn't really go with my outfit, but styling options for you. Let me see what else I have here and my little thing of tricks. Let's see how we can put this on. So yeah, these are the two toppers that I have to show you. If you have any questions on the toppers, let me know. If not, I'll probably go back to the wigs. So in case you missed them, you can kind of see, but look at how easy. And I don't know if I said the density on this one is 110, and it also comes in the color 1B. So if you like dark hair, you have the 1B option. There's also the natural black with brown shades, espresso brown, truffle brown, and light mousse brown. You make it look so easy to wear. Honestly, thank you. That means a lot, because when I heard I was gonna be doing toppers, I feel like I have not worn a topper in so long, but honestly, it is that easy. You know, you just gotta do a little prep to your own hair and then you just clip it in. Also, I will say, where did my grip go? A lot of ladies sometimes ask like, oh, are the clips gonna pull my hair? Or, you know, is it gonna damage my hair? These clips feel good, but the topper grip that I used to wear under my wigs, you can clip the clips in here so that you don't have to use the clips on the wigs, and it prevents from any strain or damage to your own hair. So it's a lifesaver for wigs and for toppers. Does the Aura have face framing layers already cut? Yes. You see these beautiful layers here? It does. So I always say, whether it's a wig or a topper, you kind of want those face framing layers because it just adds to the realism of the piece. All right. Let's see, what else can we do here? I wish I would have had a claw clip, but you know, you just accessorize. If you don't like the hair so much in your face, you can get a clip and wear it like that to the side, half up, that I've talked about. There's so many options when it comes to this, to alternative hair. So actually, I'm liking this one too. All right, water break. So we are done. This was the last piece from what I had to show you today. We went through 6 pieces and we have like half an hour left. So I could try styling Delphine, but I think that would take too much time. So I feel like there's people that are new that weren't here when I went through the wigs. So I think I am going to try them on if you guys don't have any other questions. The hair looks so smooth and silky, doesn't it? It's beautiful. So you see this link here, the 7.5 by 7.5 Aura skin top. You can click that link and it'll take you to this one. The name of this one is the Aura skin topper. Okay, so let's see. I want to share with you a product that is very handy to have, mostly with wigs, because as you know, your wigs most likely will have return hairs. They can kind of look like little flyaways. There's a couple here, and so you want to have like a wax stick handy. There's also pomades, and those work great. You just dab a little bit and you kind of put it here to tame the hair. I kind of did the opposite, but this is a good product to have if you're starting off, because a lot of the times ladies are worried about the return hairs, but that's completely normal. So yeah. All right, let me take this one off. So which have been your favorites so far? Oh, what's this? Okay, so you're just joining us. This is a topper. Let me clip it back in. So this is a topper. Think about it as crown extensions, and it's basically giving you, a lot of times when ladies are struggling with thin hair, they think, oh, extensions, you know, extensions will help, they'll give me more length, but it doesn't really address the problem of your thinning at your crown. And so a topper helps cover that. And so I refer to them as crown extensions. And I think that we really need to get with the times and normalize them as much as we have normalized extensions, because they're actually even better for our hair. We don't have to go through the maintenance, spending all that time in the salon chair, the damage to our hair. And sometimes I will tell ladies that if you spray a little bit of dry shampoo on your bio hair, it's gonna help get a better grip with the clips, especially if you've just washed your hair. So that's like a good tip. Does it pull your hair when you take it off? No, because I'll show you. So you just come here, oops, you undo the clips, and you're just like very gentle. You gotta be very gentle, cautious. And you just pull it off. Slowly, you slide it out. But as I mentioned, there's that topper grip that that you can use as well to avoid, or maybe sometimes, I mean, how many clips are on here? There's 5 clips on here. Sometimes ladies will alternate clips to avoid using all of them. So that's also a suggestion as well. Hello. All right. So I am going to put my hair up. So this is my hair. As I mentioned, I started wearing alternative hair 6 years ago. Let me look for my stuff, because I was tired about feeling self-conscious, stressed about my own hair, and it did wonders for me. I'm looking for my rubber band. I'll be a little more organized, but this is me, type B. So yeah, just give me a second while I try to find my rubber band to put my hair up. And if you have any questions in the meantime, send them my way. I think I'm gonna have to go get another rubber band, because it's just not gonna work putting the wigs on. I'm trying to see if I have one around here. Oopsie. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if we can do this without a rubber band. I don't know if I'm allowed to step away. Let me get my lip. Okay, so do you guys want to see a dark brown, black, blonde, or medium brown hair color next? Any preferences? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay, I'm gonna go with Jade. I'm gonna throw her back on. This is 16 inches long. This is the color mousse brown, like a very beautiful dimensional brunette. This is a lace top wig I mentioned. We have a comb, we have adjusters here, close wefted cap. The lace top makes it really breathable. Do you need to wear a wig cap with this? I don't wear wig caps. This is basically the only thing I wear under my wigs. It's a topper grip, saves the same purpose as a wig grip. It's just a lot lighter and slimmer. Some ladies like to wear wig caps. I was mentioning if you have a sensitive scalp, a wig cap might be better because you have some material as a barrier between you and the lace, but you're not required to wear a wig cap. Okay. So you have that beautiful dimensional highlight throughout. Let me give you a 360. Does the wig stay in place? Yes, wigs stay in place as long as they fit you properly. So if you have a wig that's too small on you, it's gonna start to slide back. But if a wig fits you right and you have a grip, as I mentioned, something causing friction under, it won't. I was talking about earlier, I went blonde. Yay, I love the blonde. I'll do that one next. I went for Disney World. We went to Disney World a couple weeks ago and I was wearing the Duchess. And it went on all the rides with me, did not budge, did not move, gave me that confidence, that peace of mind that I was looking for when I was on that trip with my family. And you guys ask all the questions because I've been wearing wigs for 6 years, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to answer it. If not, Uniwigs will help. Can you wear it securely without glue? Absolutely. No glue is required. So as I mentioned, I don't know if you're familiar with Disney World. We went on Tron. We went on the Seven Dwarfs train. It did not move. It did not budge. And I was really surprised with Tron, honestly, because that is an intense ride. But I have my husband filmed me after I got off and it was intact, in place. Can you wear this in a ponytail? Yeah, let me try to put it in a ponytail for you. It would have to be a low ponytail because you have that nape material in the back, but absolutely. That color looks great on you. Thank you. It is a really pretty color. So I don't know. You guys tell me how that looks. I can't see. But you could put it in a ponytail, in a side, in a jaw clip. You have all those options. And so earlier I put a little bit of eyeshadow to brighten up there the part line, but yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. I want to say the density on this one is 100. I lost my notes. My notes are on the floor. So I want to say the density on this one is 110%. It's really nice and light. And it is available in different colors too. So before the end, could you quickly? Yes, I have a top. I will try that one on for you shortly. Let's see if I missed any other. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm thinking it looked great in the ponytail. Thank you. Not sure between the 12 or the 14. So what I will say between the 12 and the 14 is if you want to be able to wear it like in a little low ponytail, you're probably better off with a 14 because you'll be able to do that. The 12 might be a little short to do that, but you still could do like a half up with a 12, a little half up mini clip. Is there a lower density in a wig? So I believe that 110 is the lowest density for Uniwig, but I think this is pretty nice. I think the layers really help. It feels really nice and light. And again, I know a lot of ladies get into their heads and feel everyone's gonna know that they're wearing a wig. And I was mentioning earlier that there are so many ladies out there wearing wigs that you just don't know because they don't tell you. So don't let that stop you from buying the hair, because honestly, as I mentioned, I've been wearing hair for 6 years and it is one of the best things I've ever done. Is there a guide on how to measure your size? So I believe Uniwigs probably has something on their website. I showed earlier how you can take those 3 measurements, and basically you just want to use flexible measuring tape and take your circumference. If we have time, I might show you how to do that, because it's pretty easy. Or you can YouTube it too. There's so much information out there. You can YouTube a video that'll show you how to take those measurements. What you want to make sure when you take the measurements is that it's snug, especially your circumference. You want the wig to fit you and feel kind of like how a baseball cap feels when you wear it. Not too tight, because then you're obviously gonna get a headache throughout the day, but you want to make sure that it's snug. This style looks great and so natural, right? Isn't it beautiful? I actually had jade in the natural black color, and it was, again, I gravitate towards the dark colors when I'm wearing bold lip colors, but yeah, I can definitely see the appeal to this. It's really, really pretty. I also feel that dimensional colors, for some reason, look more natural than solid colors. But okay, so last view on Jade before I take her off for the night. And as I mentioned, this comes in other colors too. So if this is not your color, you can go and see if there's a color that works for you. So but how did you go from bad hair one day and the next beautiful hair the next? Like, how did you transition? So yeah, I know that can be really tough and tricky. I shared that I actually started wearing hair during COVID. And so I wasn't seeing a lot of people. You weren't able to go out and get together. So I think that really helped me practice around the house. Like, oh, this is me and my wig. This is how I look. And then, as I mentioned, I kind of told my family and my friends that I was going to start wearing wigs because I didn't want to limit myself to the same style and the same length and the same color. So I kind of put it out there. But that's a great question, because the tip is you should probably find something that resembles your hair color and your hair length to kind of transition into wigs. So, or into wigs or toppers. You want to find something to start off that's going to be very similar to what you have. So that was a good question, Melly. And I know it's really hard, and I spent so many years where I didn't talk to anyone about how I felt or how much I was struggling about my hair. My husband didn't know that I wore fibers in my hair for years. I never let him see me without fibers. For the beginning of our relationship, it must have been 8 years into our relationship that I started wearing wigs. And now I don't bother to wear fibers if I'm home. It's just so freeing and liberating once you know you have the hair of your dreams at your fingertips. I don't really pay much mind to my own hair, honestly. Okay, so someone wanted to see a 12-inch, and then I'll go and try on the blonde for someone who asked. And then we're gonna have to wrap it up because I don't know where in the world you guys are, but it is almost 11 my time. So I am having a late night. Oh, I forgot I don't have my rubber band. Okay, so let me get my 12-inch. So this one is called Signature Lavinia. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's 12 inches. This is gonna be 110% density. I found my rubber band. Let me see. Okay, no more questions. So this one that I am going to wear, thank you. This was so helpful. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm really happy that this helped. This is going to be the Signature Lavinia, 12 inches. You have, I think the link says 14, but this one that I have is 12. It comes in 14 too if you want a little longer. And then if you think wearing wigs is tricky or complicated, you saw that took me about a couple seconds to just throw on and go. And so this is 110% density, super light and natural. What I will say is, now that my hair is getting longer, I used to wear it flat like that. I have noticed that sometimes, I don't know if you can tell, there's a bit of a bulk back there. So what I will do now is I'll split it into two pigtails, braid it, and then I'll crisscross them and clip it back here so that it sits flatter. But yeah, this is beautiful. If you're just tuning in, this is a lace top wig. I have it center part, but you can go ahead and change that part to a right, to a left part. And someone was asking about 12 inches versus 14. And so you see how it would be a little bit, I mean, you could get like a little mini ponytail there. But if you want to be able to have a little more versatility to your pieces, then a 14 would probably give you that. And so these come with ear to ear lace front. I've gone ahead and trimmed it. It's transparent. And again, I think this color, this style also comes in different colors, so you're not limited to this color. So if you like the density on this, you should click on the link and check out the colors that it comes with. So this one is not European hair, but the Duchess, which is part of Uniwig's new Heritage collection, is that European hair, which has like that soft, shiny, natural, flowy movement to it. Let me try on the blonde because someone asked for a blonde, and then I will wrap it up with the European hair. And so when you take off, oh my gosh, that looks weird. Okay, so if you're new to wigs, you want to take off the wig using the ear tabs, because as we know, the lace area is super delicate and we want to make sure that we take the best care of it. Also, when it comes to storing your wigs, your human hair wigs, you want to make sure that you store them in a cool, dark place. So I'm a brunette, and luckily for me, you know, brunettes don't need as much maintenance as blondes, because blondes get very oxidized by the sun, by the elements in the earth. And so you want to make sure that you store them away from light to make sure that they preserve their color. So yeah, I have one of my very good friends, she's a blonde, and just the amount of work that it takes to be toning it, to be, so just a disclaimer if you're trying to pick between brunette and blonde. So this one that I have here, I mentioned earlier, this is Delphine. This is a pony wig. Try to see if I can get her. It's hard not being able to see the back of my head. So you guys are watching, but I can't see what it looks like. So I'm relying on you to tell me if it looks ridiculous or not. Someone said, sorry if you answered this, where do you buy these wigs? So this is Uniwigs, and they will put, you can go to their website, uniwigs.com, or you can click on the link and it'll take you to the wig that I'm talking about. Melly says, one second. I've been wearing fibers for 9 years. Oh, I know. And don't get me wrong, when I found fibers, I was elated because I did not know such thing existed, and it worked well for so long. So don't be down because you're wearing them. I mean, it is a solution in itself, but I hope that you do take the leap one of these days, because as I mentioned, it is extremely life-changing. So someone said you must prep your own hair before you add your stocking cap, then add the wig and pin it into place. Are you talking about, I thought about maybe needing a stocking cap for this pony wig, but we're just winging it. If you want to see better pictures, click on the link, because that's Katie. She's a hair loss sister and she wears it fabulously. There's videos, there's all kinds of stuff on the website where you can also see it on someone else. You actually have nice natural, well, once the wig is knotted with a part, you cannot move it. I'm not sure what you're referring to. This part here, you can definitely move it. I mentioned you just wet it with some water and then you pick the part that you want, and with a blow dryer with a heat, you train the hair to go to the direction, and once it's dry, it'll lay on that side. Or even with a hot comb, I don't know if you guys have seen hot combs, but with a hot comb, you can part it and train the hair to go to the direction that you want. You actually have nice natural hair too. My thinning is so much worse, so I really wanted to. I know. I am fortunate for the hair that I have, and I've realized that representation matters, right? Because I do still have a fair share of hair, but I was feeling so self-conscious for so long, and seeing ladies that had my kind of hair wearing alternative hair helped me take the leap, because for quite some time I thought you needed to have a certain degree of hair loss to wear wigs and toppers, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. So let me put this one on. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay, the second time putting it around on as a blonde is not as startling as the first time. Like we were sharing, this is the Vanilla Butter Blonde color. So this particular wig only comes in this color, but if you're a brunette, Uniwigs has other pony wig options for brunettes. And this one comes in 2 sizes, in the small and the medium. So let me give you, again, this is a pony wig. Let me see if I can grab something to try to throw it up really quick. But look at how beautiful these like curtain bangs here. And that's the thing about wigs, ladies. Sometimes you'll get a wig and you have to do little tweaks and customizations, because sometimes it might not come with a face framing, or it might come with waves and you're used to wearing it straight, or it came with a center part and you want, so you gotta do little tweaks. It's not gonna be perfect out of the box. You gotta kind of work with it. Do you have a salt and pepper shorter topper? Uniwigs can help us with that one if maybe there is that color option on topper. So let me go do a low pony, and this is 20 inches long, so this is a beautiful length. Before I started wearing wigs, I was like, that hair's too long, but now my favorite length is 22 inches. So you have, like, you could do a low pony. As I mentioned, if I would be able to see back there, because I feel my hair popping out, I'd be able to show you more styles. But let me show you a half up. And just to let you know, I'll be wrapping up in a couple minutes. So if you have, I'll try the Duchess on, because someone asked for European hair before I go. But if you have any last minute questions, let me know before I sign off. But yeah, you could do a little half up. So just because it's a pony wig doesn't mean that you have to wear it up. You could wear it in a half up, you could wear it down. So just a note to self, there's a lot of versatility in a pony wig. You're not just able to wear it up. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up with the one that I started, which is the Duchess. And the Duchess comes in 3 different lengths. You have 8, 10, and 14 inches. The one that I have is 10 inches. I had in 14 actually. If you go to Uniwigs and put the Duchess, I'm drawing a blank in the color that I tried it on. It was a warm brown. I think it was the natural brown. Beautiful color too. So for us brunettes, there are definitely options. And I think that a lot of ladies are liking the price point for this European hair, because as I mentioned, human hair wigs are quite an investment, and the price point that Uniwigs has is very friendly. It is, their return policy is super friendly too. When you're buying alternative hair, especially for the first time, you want to make sure that it's going to be you know, a company that you trust, that the returns or questions, if you need customer service, it's gonna be simple, and Uniwigs definitely provides that. Oh, so this is the Duchess in natural black, 10 inches. Beautiful dark brunette. Like I mentioned, even with a 10-inch, you can put it up in a little half up. This is human hair, so you can put some waves in here. You could put some curls in there. This is great on you. Thank you, Auda. It is a beautiful piece. This is the one that I wore in Disney, and when all the rides on, I had my Mickey ears. I'm telling you guys, buying yourself a hair piece is gonna do wonders for you. So I don't know if you're just tuning in, I put some scar tape under, and you see how it has that scalp appearance. Sometimes ladies feel that with the lace, people are gonna see the grids and they're gonna be able to tell that you're wearing a wig, but that is further from the truth. But if you wanna give yourself peace of mind, you can just put some scar tape, some powder in there, goes a long way. It's really cute, right? I know, it's so pretty. At first I thought 10 inches was gonna be too short, but actually it's perfect. I think they have even shorter too. If you like shorter than this, they have 8-inch. So I'm gonna wrap it up by just showing you, we did a topper. So see, let me put this together. This looks a little brighter. This is the skin top, but the scar tape does a great job, I would say. The scalp looks so nice, right? A scar tape goes a long way, ladies. Don't sleep on it. And as I mentioned, I struggled with scar tape for years, and it was just the transition. But if you get yourselves scallop scissors, these little ridges do the trick. And so it looks very natural. So I'm gonna hang around. There's 2 minutes left. Fuzzy Orange, thank you so much. I really appreciate your feedback and you being here. And like I mentioned, I have been part in social media for 6 years, and just hearing that this helps is everything for me. So I appreciate you guys. So yeah. I would love to know what's on your wish list. If you've bought anything, you can go ahead and share. Thank you. Okay, Melly, so the 6x6, 8x9, 7.5, that is gonna be the base size of the cap. So you can get a measuring tape and kind of see the first measurement. Like, so a 7.5, it's gonna be going this way, I think. And the second one is going this way. So that's how much coverage you're gonna get. So the smaller base, there's gonna be less hair on there. And I would say a bigger base, but it's all a matter of personal preference. Okay, let me scroll through these last questions before I sign off. Is that the measurement of the lace? That's the measurement of the cap size. So you see this black area, those are the measurements. So it's 7.5 by 8.5 or vice versa. The one that I have is called the Duchess. This is a wig. It's 10 inches long. There's a link right here. It comes in different colors, different length. This is part of Uniwig's Heritage European hair collection. And it's really pretty. I like Aura. Thanks for showing her. Yes, I think that Aura, I'm telling you, both of the toppers I received have me reconsidering if I need to add a topper to my collection. How much is that one, Belinda asked? So the link is right here. You can click on it and it'll take you right to it, and you can save 15% off as part of Uniwig's 14-year anniversary. And with that, I'm gonna sign off, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you. And I agree, Wendy, this is a very beautiful, natural looking wig. So good night, everyone.